Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great start to your Saturday morning. I am heading to work here pretty soon. So today in this video, I wanted to talk about 5 different ways that I live in this camper to make living in a camper super simple. I have always liked just the simple life, and I've never needed a lot of stuff to make me happy. In fact, when I was living in my vehicles, the less stuff I had, the happier I was. And so when I moved into this camper, I just kept it that way. You know, I don't collect a lot of things. If I do get something new, I try and get rid of something else. So I don't have any clutter, or I don't have super full cabinets or anything like that. Right now my camper is a total disaster, which is absolutely driving me crazy, but I am in the middle of a kitchen remodel, shelves getting done in the corner, and just a few different things going on at once here. So yeah, I'm trying to deal with living in a disaster at the moment, which is difficult to do, but that's where we're at. Hopefully it can get done soon, and I can have my house back. Okay, so 5 things that make living in this camper super simple. 1, I'm going to talk about my camp stove. This thing, I love it. So I just have this Eureka camp stove. Just a little 1-burner thing. You put the butane bottle in here, which this is what I use, these butane bottles. It just fits super simple in there. You pull this down, and then it lights. Super easy. Cooks food pretty quick. I've used this thing probably for 2 or 3 years now, and no, maybe not that long. I think probably 1.5 to 2 years. And this thing's been great. As you can see, I'm redoing my whole kitchen here. So my stove was over here. I took the stove out, put the fridge up, so that got off of the floor, which gave me floor space over here for my little fireplace, and a chair which I can use for my craft area over here, which is a disaster with everything piled on top right now. So this will be my cooking area here, and then shelves will go down here for my air fryer and that kind of thing. But I highly recommend this stove. I got this one at REI, but I think Walmart carries this, or a brand similar. It's easy to take with me when I go camping and just bring it back in. It doesn't weigh much at all. Heats up water super quick. Definitely recommend one of these. I don't use propane, because back when I had one of my other campers, I came home, it had a propane leak. I almost lost Piper that day, and that was the last day I ever used propane. So from then on, I went to camp stoves, and it's just super simple for me. My next thing that I want to talk about is I don't use the water tanks in here. Actually, I undid the water hose back there. I actually started cutting it off, which I forgot that I didn't finish. I used to have a bucket under here that would catch my water that I poured down the sink, and then I'd have to take that out and empty it. I don't even do that anymore. I just pour it. Most of the time it's just like straight water or something, or hot chocolate. So there's a spot outside that I pour it in, and that works for me. So when I have this new counter put in, I will, I'm not doing a sink. So I might regret that later, but for now, I don't really dump enough down the sink to even take up the counter space. So my garbage fits perfectly in there. A little storage behind the garbage. It works fine. I get these jugs. I buy drinking water that I put in here. This thing works awesome. It holds 3 gallons. And then I get 2 jugs to wash my hair. And then I just either refill them or I buy more jugs. Try and stock up a bit when they're on sale. And it works great. I'd rather do it this way than have a big 5-gallon thing sitting around. That fits nicely right there in the corner. I've used this for quite a while now, and I like it that way. The spout is awesome. Doesn't leak or anything like that. And it's just easier for me instead of having a big blue 5-gallon thing sitting somewhere that I don't have space for. So I do it this way. 2 of the gallons I use to wash my hair. These are all empty right now that I need to put in the van and get refilled. I'll probably do that Monday when I'm out and about. I have to go to Missoula on Monday, so I'll get all these refilled. And then I did refill 2 of them in the creek last week or the other day, and to wash my hair, and my hair doesn't feel as clean, so I probably won't use the water from the creek anymore. So my next topic is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. You might find gross. It's just what I use. You don't have to use the same thing. I'm sure there are lots of different toilets out there that people can use, living this way or living in a van, whatever vehicle you might have. This is what I do. I actually do it a couple different ways, but here is the toilet that I use. It fits nicely under the bed. So I just pull this out here, and it's got just the bag system. I use just a garbage bag in there, and then I use like guinea pig bedding or whatever. Not the pellets, it's shavings. I use shavings in there, and just do it that way. Yeah, this one, it's nice and small. This is actually the toilet I used in the van. It does fold up. Get the lid off here. It does fold up. The sides disconnect, and just put a bag in there, and yeah, it works out great. And then it fits nicely right under the bed there, so nobody even knows it's there. I find that I just, like I've said, I like simple. I like not having to worry about a black tank, going somewhere to dump the camper, going somewhere to refill the water. Some people might think it's more expensive this way or more difficult this way. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the black tank, the hoses, the freezing pipes, I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about winterizing. All that stuff. Like, that's just so much less stress that I have to deal with. I bought this camper knowing that I was going to live this way. I've lived this way in all my other campers. And it's just so much more enjoyable being in a camper living this way. You know, taking in my own water, using a camp stove, not using the black tank. I don't have to worry about all that other stuff that people stress so much about. And I can just enjoy the shell of the camper and make the inside of it my own. Do what I want with it. You know, it's a lot more peaceful for me. People always say, "Oh, I'm sorry you live in a camper." Well, I'm not. A camper is just like a house. Has everything a house has, just different. Do I want a house? Yeah, eventually I would like a small little house somewhere, a tiny house or something small. But housing prices are just ridiculous right now. And so this is working just fine for me, and I am okay with it. My next topic on this subject is spray foam. So, as you can see, I all the foam board in the windows. For those of you that don't know, I got this camper, I think it was last October, and it was right before it got super cold here in Montana. So, I did a quick fix on anything I could to winterize this super fast. So, I have the Reflectix and then the spray, or the foam board in all the windows, and that kept us pretty warm throughout the winter. So it worked out great. And now I'm getting ready to take all this out. I'm going to get some curtains put up. I am going to spray foam under the bed in all these cabinets, which this is, yes, my blanket is very dirty. It's getting washed on Monday. We had a couple rainy days, and then Piper jumping on it and stuff. It's needs washed. This was my dinette. So I made that into a bed, which works out nice, tucked in the corner there. I'm going to open all these cabinets. I'm going to empty them. I am going to spray foam in every single one of these cabinets inside them, so nothing gets cold anymore. I'm going to spray foam in there before we put wood around there and make the shelves. In there, I'm going to spray foam inside my closet and take all that out. I'm also going to take this insulation out, and I'm going to spray foam all back there before the shelves get put in over here for my pantry. And yeah, just anywhere and everywhere that might get cold, I'm gonna just spray foam everything. And I have used spray foam in all my other campers, and I love that stuff. Like, it works miracles for keeping things warm, and through the winters, it's gonna help out a lot. I am so surprised on how warm this camper stayed through this last winter with the quick fix that I did. But I know if I'm in this camper next winter, it's going to be 10 times better once I get done spray foaming. And I'm also going to go get some sealant, and I'm going to seal around all the edges of the outside and redo that to make sure that's all good. I'm going to check the roof, which I just, before I moved into this, I sealed the whole roof So I know that's good, but I'm going to get up there. I'm going to double check that. And just do some maintenance on the camper. Just to make sure it's all good for next winter. In case I am in here again. Of course, we have to get a shot of pipes in the video. I know, you're waiting for Mama to play. Hold on. My appliances I still need to find a spot for. But like all of this, I want to reseal, just reseal everything through here. I'm also going to get new foam board. All these pieces I got at Habitat for Humanity, and they were just random that I threw together and used, which that one is clearly doing a great job. I'm going to take this tape off. All this will be spray foamed inside. And then that tarp I had up there just because I resealed that corner. But I threw that up there just in case that didn't dry all the way before it started raining, because we've had rain here and there. So I'm going to get up and check that corner. Reseal all of this again. I actually haven't done this, so I shouldn't say again. But I just want to make sure everything is sealed up tight, and I'm excited to get this going. I want to get this painted. I'm also going to get all this stuff off, which was spray foam. Somebody told me to use spray foam to hold my foam board up. And so when I first got this camper, I did that. And then when I had to take it off, it all stuck to the camper, which I was not very happy about. But yeah, so I'm excited to get stuff going on here. I'll have to fix that later. It's not going to stay there. But yeah, it'll be good. Get up here on a nice day where it's not so windy and get everything resealed, make sure it's all good. And I'm gonna focus on the inside. I have to at least start getting that spray foam in all the cabinets. And you know, because I'm sure I'll do a couple here and there at a time. I try and find some spray foam on sale, but I don't usually find that on sale, so stuff gets a little spendy. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was going over. My fire pit I'm getting antsy to use. I have Monday and Tuesday off, so I'm hoping to have a fire. Do a video of cooking something. Been writing down some foil packet meals. So I want to try out some of those. Alright guys, well this is going to be a short video, but I just wanted to get on here and go over my 5 simple ways to make living in a camper easier. Which was my camp stove, bringing in my own water, spray foam all the cabinets and anywhere possible that you can think of. Use portable toilet. I do have, on that note, the sewer thing right there that I can dump in if I need to or want to. But for now, using the shavings and stuff, I mean, that works out good. Or I could dump it right in there, which that doesn't smell at all right there. I've never had an issue with it smelling at all, so that, I don't think my old neighbor used it. I'm not sure. I use this bag system with the shavings. It works out good for me. Piper's trying to get her to fall down there. Okay, Pipes. So, camp stove. Bring your own water. You don't have to worry about water tanks, black tank, anything like that. Spray foam all the cabinets. Just for better insulation. Use a simple toilet. And there was one more. What was the other one, Pipes? Oh yeah, number 5. I had to look at my list. Number 5, seal around all the edges. Seal up anything and everything around the outside that you possibly can. Just double check anything that could possibly leak. Air gaps coming in anywhere. I learned all this stuff myself from having several different campers. A lot of it you can YouTube. You can learn things from other people. I try and do most of the maintenance myself. When I am having somebody build the shelves for me just because that corner is wonky and that one wall is curved and things like that. I don't have the tools anymore to cut the wood and stuff, so yeah, YouTube videos and things like that, you can learn so much. I know there's a lot of girls out there that think they can't do this stuff on their own. You can totally do it on your own. It's simple. Once you get going, it feels so good to be able to do the maintenance and everything yourself on your own home. And you can reseal things. You can spray foam, and of course wiring and stuff like that I won't touch. But you know, the simple things, they're easy to do. Once you get used to things, it's you'll do it once or twice and you'll be like, oh yeah, I can do this. Gain confidence. You got this. Alright guys, well I am going to end this one here, and thank you for hanging out with Piper and I and watching my 5 simple solutions to living in a camper. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.